Hi everyone, my name is Amanda and I'm a PhD student at Brown. I specifically study parasites and how to develop vaccines against these parasites. And I became a scientist because I'm very interested in the world around me. I'm specifically very interested by diseases and how diseases affect humans and how they affect your health. I want to develop solutions and treatments for disease. And that is why I became a scientist, because I want to make sure that regardless of a disease, either an individual can be treated through an innovative and new and exciting way, or that an individual is able to live their life with that disease, but in a way that addresses those complications that can arise from a disease. And when I was your age, I was very shy. I loved school. I'm probably still now very nerdy. I loved doing my homework. I would go to summer camps. And so, yeah, that's something that probably has stayed the same about me. But when I was your age, I also did a lot of sports. And so I was in basketball and softball and volleyball, and I did karate for some time. When I was in school, I definitely was the person who wouldn't participate much unless the teacher asked me to, but I still had a lot to say. I just kept it to myself. But as I got older, I gained the confidence to be more outspoken. How did you get to where you are today? So I'm a scientist because there were a group of mentors and teachers along the way since I was very young, who helped me first be the best student that I could be, but also to follow my interests and to follow my dreams, and to really become curious about the world and then realize how I can um, add solutions to the world and make it a better place. And so when I was really young in high school, I had a mentor, Mr. Lee, who saw in me a lot of potential in biology, and he introduced me to research. And so he was able to put me in a research laboratory, and in at the age of 15, I was able to do research, of course, with a lot of guidance, but I was able to do research in one of the best hospitals in New York City, Mount Sinai. And so my mentor in the lab, Dr. Patricia Cortez, she was a role model of mine. She taught me basically a lot of the skills that I still use today. And she allowed me to see myself in science because she herself was a Latina or is a Latina, and she mentored me in ways that carried on into how I am as a scientist now. I study a disease called schistosomiasis, which is a disease that is caused by parasitic worms, and it's predominantly found in the tropical regions of the world. And I look at how some individuals actually develop resistance to the disease, meaning that they can be, infected, but then they won't actually get sick. And so, because these individuals are resistant to the disease, we want to know what is so special about their body, and what is their body seeing that allows them to then develop antibodies and develop that immunity. And then we use that knowledge to identify vaccine candidates. And so that's what I'm currently doing.